I often suspect that the only reason that I'm a young man now is so I can lend a tiny bit of historical context to when I'm an old man later. Now, you ask, wasn't that the case for everybody? Well, I don't know. Maybe not necessarily. I think some people are actually recognized as going through stages: very young man, middle aged man, old man, very old man, dead. But I don't know. I think I'll be one of those people who is ultimately only known as an old man. You know, the kind of person who occasionally somebody sees a photo of them in their youth and says, "Wow, I can't believe how young he was." And those photos are like few and far between, and nobody can believe they even exist. Um, and that's who they're defined by, as being an old guy. That's probably who I'll be. I think that's who I'll be because, to some extent, I detect, although maybe it is a delusional thinking, that I have some kind of atmosphere of oldness to me already. Something about my elocution, or something about my receding hairline, or just maybe a large forehead. Something about my sternness of face or lack thereof. I don't know. Its qualities becoming of an older person. Now, on the other hand, there are people who have the reverse problem, aren't there? There are people who kind of maintain an air, a mien of youthfulness throughout their entire lives. They can do it through maybe through a disposition. They can do it through having kind of a baby face, something about their eyes, something about the way they talk, the way they walk. I don't know. But in any case, I'm the opposite of that. I think I will be the opposite of that. I think that's the only reason why I'm experiencing this ripeness of age right now, is just so people can say, "Wow, can you believe he actually looked not so old at one point? Wow, that old guy. He's that's all we know him as. The curmudgeon guy. That's him. That's all he is. That's how we define his existence." And here on the outskirts, the very outskirts of history, wow, he was young once. Go figure. I realize that I don't like the phrase. I don't like the phrase hashtag. I think we should go back to calling it a pound sign. It carries more authority. Plus, we could use it for the same, purpose that we do in the 2010s. Just call it the pound sign. Go back to calling it the pound sign, rather. Pound sign Adele, pound sign Black Lives Matter, pound sign this, that, or the other. I think that would be a step in the right direction. Really, don't you think that a crossover between the Alien universe and the Star Wars universe would be kind of interesting? I mean, granted, there are tonal differences, and of course the ratings thing would be a big debate because you never know what side you want to come down on. I mean, keeping true to the spirit of one and keeping true to the spirit of the other, profitability of the other. But don't tell me that wouldn't be like a fun one-off thing. Jedi with their lightsabers versus xenomorphs. That'd be kind of neat. I don't know. At the very least, it should be a limited series comic book. I don't know. I'm just saying what, well, too few are thinking because it hasn't happened yet.